Hi, friends. You might know that I've been making some masks here, as have many other people volunteering to make a cotton mask at home, because we have a little bit critical situation in New York, where there's lack of mask in hospital, which is totally desperate. In the most important COVID units, they do get their mask, but in non-essential COVID units, which are obviously not non-essential, but pediatrics departments and other departments in the hospital, they don't actually get more than one mask per week in a number of hospitals, which is of course not sufficient enough. So I've been sewing masks for some doctors and nurses, but also for some people in the community, including families with young kids who are concerned about runners who go jogging and don't always keep a social distance, and because some research that's come out has said that if you cough, then basically the droplets can reach up to 6 meters. So there's a bit of concern, especially because you every day wake up to crazy numbers of death due to the COVID virus. Anyway, not to panic, but because quite a few of you have seen that I've been making the mask, you've written messages to me about how to do it, and it is so super simple. So I thought maybe I'd just show you in a few seconds basically what to do, because it's easy peasy. You basically just need to get some fabric which is fairly densely weaved, because that means that there's a big chance if droplets come on, it won't suck as much in as an open weave. So if you have a really densely knit shirting fabric, or this is like an African wax print fabric, make sure you can breathe through it by putting it up to your mouth and blow through. You need a lining. It can be like a thin cotton lining. It can be like the kind of cotton you have for sheets. And you do a test and see if you can blow through it. If you can, then why not use it? Then you need to cut a square, and for adults it would be about 20 centimeter. The end needs to be about 18.5 centimeter as a square. When you cut out the square, you sew 3 sides here, leave one open, because that one you want to be able to turn. I'll show you. So basically looks like this, with one open end which you can turn like this, and then you can fold this in fairly easily, put it on the ironing table and just press it here so you can stitch it up. And when you've done that, you come to the next stage, which is this piece that has been stitched up at the end, and you don't need to do it by hand. I did that in the beginning, but you can just do it on the sewing machine. And that's when you do the pleats. They're not difficult either. Just do one at a time, then it works. So you basically put it on the ironing board, and then you just fold one pleat at a time. And then you give it a press, and then you fold the next pleat and the next pleat, and you end up with this. And then you need to do a stitch here and a stitch here to be able to have the impact you need. This is a kid size. So then you end up with something that looks like this. Very easy, not particularly pretty, but the idea is that it can go like this, so it can go under your chin and above your nose. For kids, you need to end up with a size that's a bit smaller. I will show you in proportion. So this is the end one, that's about 18.5, and this is a kid's one, which is about 14.5 cm. And what do I need to show you next? Next, basically, is just adding the elastic. So that is, of course, very simple. I had this lying around the house because I wasn't prepared to do a mask or knowing that COVID would happen. So I used whatever I had. So I basically took elastic, and I think if you, for adults, do about 20 cm, then it's not too tight around the ears, because then it doesn't work and nobody really likes to wear it. And for the kids, because the mask is that size here, which was about the 14.5 cm, you can do about 18.5, and then you need to fold the elastic when you do it, so you don't have a nasty end. So I'll just show you. If you just fold it in like this, oops, and then stitch it on. So then you're actually set. And just to show you basically how this works, this is how it looks when you have made the mask, yeah? And this one has been washed, so I'll just show you here. It's not pretty, but it keeps it close and tight here. This one can go all the way up here for going for a walk. And then it closes around here, which is good. You can easily throw them in the washing machine if you pre-wash the fabric. And this is how it looks when it comes out the washing machine. You don't even need to iron it again if you don't like to. So yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, stay safe. And if you want to do a mask, it's easy peasy, something you can do at home. Social distancing. Bye bye.